Dan slept in the other bed last night.
Excuse me.
You didn't think I was going to bring this up?
We're bringing this up on the podcast?
Look, I wanted your pure reaction. Why did you not want to join me?
What is this public expose? Yeah, okay, I'm sorry, everybody on the internet. I slept in another bed last night.
Why?
There are so many valid reasons why someone might do that.
Yeah, like what?
You could have been gassy.
Yeah.
You could be spreading. I need more space.
Spreading what?
I think sometimes people say in relationships, that a bit of space is healthy. So maybe I did it for you.
Okay, so what was it? Gas? Were you gaming?
I'm not no.
You were snacking without me.
Oh yeah, Phill wouldn't care if I was cheating on him. God forbid I make toast at midnight without involving him in the butter spread.
You've got to say it now.
Well, I didn't want to do this, but you've put me on the spot now.
Yeah.
So we had a couple of drinks last night. This isn't going where you think it was. And I don't know how to tell you this, Phill.
What?
You're a wine snorer.
No, I'm not.
When you drink rosé, you snort like a goddamn hog.
What?
Yeah, you are so like not like little snork me like
No.
and I'm
That is not
sorry,
me.
you are not a whispering angel. You are a screaming pig.
Oh my gosh.
You are Pumbaa.
Okay, I regret asking now.
Up in the marital swamp. So, yeah, I'm sorry that you forced me to say that, but I did it for space so that I could turn up today and be awake and coherent.
I'm never drinking wine again. I'd rather you were cheating on me. Welcome to Hard Launch, where we introduce ourselves, don't we? Who are you?
I'm Dan.
I'm Phill. See, how hard was that?
Strangely hard. I don't know why that came out so forced.
And welcome to the show.
That is called Hard Launch.
Yeah. We've had a little bit of theme in the last 5 episodes, which has been piss.
Oh, yeah, in case anyone was thinking, is it relationships? Is it authenticity? Is it living your truth? Is it the power of... No. The theme of this podcast is piss.
We keep talking about piss, and I don't know how it's happening.
It's the piss cast.
We had a comment from 1D Spaghetti who said,
Sure.
Their ability to continuously circle back to piss is honestly astounding.
I think it's our superpower. And what a one to have, everybody. Yeah. Would you agree?
So we're going to give ourselves...
the hashtag... No piss challenge.
No piss challenge.
For the next however many minutes. Yeah. No piss.
No piss.
And I'm mainly pointing this at you.
It's you as well. You are a piss fiend.
Crossing streams.
Oh my god.
That doesn't count.
Starting
now.
Now.
Oh, did you see someone else left a comment? They got a pigeon tattoo.
I've not seen this.
Here you go. Alec in San Diego got Don't Cry Craft with Steve, the rehabilitated toeless pigeon, on their leg. At least I assume that's a leg.
That is the most beautiful pigeon tattoo I've ever seen.
Hauntingly beautiful.
If you're listening to the podcast, it is like a photograph of a pigeon.
With a stump.
With Don't Cry Craft written in beautiful text.
With 2 quirky stars.
Yes.
It's us. We are 2 quirky stars.
It's a piece of art.
It's Dan and Phill. Who's going to get the piss tattoo? That doesn't count. It was a back reference to the topic, about...
If you even say piss, something bad's going to happen in this room.
F***ing hell.
Yeah.
Okay.
The alarm's going to go off. Richard's going to explode.
Divorce.
Hard
pivot. What else is happening in the world?
Thanksgiving's happening. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving in the UK.
I'm not thankful for anything.
I'm not either. I don't know what it means. What do we do?
It's when people try to whitewash the history of colonialism.
Wow. But what else?
And be grateful for gourds. Didn't we have an American friend once and they were like, let's do Thanksgiving dinner. And actually, I'm going to continue dragging Phill today.
Thanks.
Phill hates Thanksgiving food.
Look,
Americans, he's coming for you.
I don't hate all Thanksgiving food. The one that I was given that people were excited about was a green bean casserole, which turns out is green beans in mushroom soup. And I don't like mushrooms.
That is incredibly Phill-phobic.
It was very Phill-phobic.
And you're a texture guy. Slop is not the vibe.
Squashy slop. There's quite a lot of mashed yams.
Gloop.
I don't do well with gloop. But the turkey and all that is great.
You're just more of a crunchy consistency kind of fella.
And I would with a pumpkin pie or a pecan tart.
Wasn't that in a movie? Who are you calling the tart?
You. What? That was weird. We once had a Thanksgiving and I made a cornucopia out of tinfoil. It was a sci-fi cornucopia.
Was that one of those craft projects where you do something that's kind of botched, so then you tell everyone it's ironic?
No, it was beautiful work of art, and I'm going to search through my Instagram to find it and put it on the screen.
Wow, talent.
Yeah.
My God. Didn't build this podcast set though, did he?
I feel like people are going to be sad that I said I didn't like Thanksgiving food.
Phill loves it. We love cats and slop.
But is it not a bit weird to do, if you celebrate Christmas, have all of your family around for Thanksgiving and then do Christmas 3 weeks later?
I don't want to see these people.
I think that's a lot of family hangout.
You get all of your chats out, and then what do you do on Christmas?
Do you have turkey at Christmas as well?
Way too soon. People can have like the Christmas ham or the
Ham.
Christmas vegan pig.
Ham. Vegan pig.
Yeah. You're quite, I was about to change topics again. I was
yeah.
going to say shy, even in our own home.
Yes.
Talking about me leaving beds to go to other places. You will go across the house to relieve yourself when we have guests there.
What the
I think that some people...
Well, that sounds like...
When you got friends...
That sounded like I go have a wank in the corner when our friends are over.
I don't know what you're doing in there.
What are you
could
talking
be.
about?
You could be. You could be.
What is this
Some
tangent?
people, when they've got friends over, are like... I'm going to just hop into the WC right there, and if you hear it, you hear it.
Dan, you are talking about...
No, I'm not. I could be talking about what you just said instead.
I'm not doing any bodily...
Sneaky whack when you come dine with me with your friends.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've had builders over, and whenever... This is making it sound so much worse.
What is
and
this
guys,
tangent?
when Jerry comes in that tank top, Phill needs to lock himself in a corner of the house. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly.
I'm talking about the other thing. Phill will
Yeah.
hide from the men imposing in our space.
I just don't want them to hear anything or be aware that I am through the wall.
You're so scared of the builders.
I'm scared. Right.
What's up with that?
Here's the thing. We had builders, as you'd probably know if you know us, in our house for 2 years because we moved into our house when it wasn't finished. So we thought, no, we want to live in this house because we've bought it.
We shared a studio basement that we used to film videos in with all of our belongings during the pandemic, and
Yeah.
we nearly ate each other.
It turned, I think
Not
that's-
like that, in like a sad cannibal way.
It turned into probably the closest to the divorce in that year.
I think double murder would have happened before
double murder.
like legal proceedings.
We had one sofa which was the size of these two.
cheek to cheek.
Cheek to cheek all day. It was so claustrophobic. And we were living with every box of our stuff in one room. So we were sleeping in the tiny, amazing Phill fake room that we'd made that was meant to be my room when we pretended we had two apartments because we didn't want to get stalked.
Anyone new is like, what the did you just say?
Yeah.
Welcome to Dan and Phill. Don't
Yes.
worry about it, baby. Anyway, so we bought this house, and then they were like, we're not done building it. And we said, we don't care. We're going to move right in.
Yeah.
But what about this bathroom? We don't care. You're going to have to do it around us.
So-
and they did. And so
Yes.
we lived with sleeveless men for many, many months.
They were very sleeveless. They were very nice.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the fantasy of,
Leave them alone.
the Diet Coke advert where they are all,
Well,
sexy.
I mean, how did you want them to see you? Because I don't think you interacted with them much.
No, I didn't interact with them much. And when I did, I was wearing Minecraft pajamas. So I don't think I was
I
like
think that asserts dominance.
the hot guy answering the door, like
Nah, you're like weird Hugh Hefner
you are.
Minecraft pajamas. I don't know
Yes.
what message that's sending.
I don't know.
Got to be careful with Minecraft as well.
But we were finally done with the builders. We said goodbye to their greasy arms. And then Dan's invited him back.
I'm not done decorating.
Oh my God.
I've got this thing which is a white wall is unforgivable now. And now I know that every rental apartment and house that is built just comes with white walls.
Yeah.
But for so many years, I've been like, we need to do something more interesting than that. And look, we've been busy with various hard launching agendas. And
Yes.
now I'm like, no. I want to decorate. And so just when we were free, I want to get the men back. And maybe this is all because I just want to have an excuse to gaze at people that aren't Phill.
Gaze.
Phil's just jealous because I think that the builders saw Phill as the wife.
Now, this time, I don't want people to think I'm the wife of the relationship.
And we're not being negatively stereotypical here. I think we both just really understood that whenever the builders had any questions, they would always come to me.
No.
And then they would walk up to Phill and they'd just be like, how you doing? You
Yeah.
having a nice day? Great.
And
You
they'd
look
even
wonderful.
be like, is Dan home so I can talk to him about something? Now, I feel like I had loads of answers, and I think a wife would have loads of answers, and they might know about the walls.
Absolutely.
So what was that about?
They just knew that you were the himbo. You were there
I'm
to
the
just
himbo.
serve Minecraft pajama,
Yeah.
be holding your buttered toast and mug of coffee at 3 p.m,
Chew my Cheerios.
living that lifestyle. You just gave that aura.
I
and
know.
how do you feel?
This time, I'm going to be gruff. I'm going to answer the door like, all right, lads, where's the spanners at?
I think that's a slur. You can't, what? No?
Spanner?
Yeah.
Drill bit?
Be very careful, my friend.
Drill?
So yeah, Dan just inventing more reasons to keep men around because we don't really leave the house or have any friends. And so this is my way of escaping our toxic codependent relationship.
There is one builder that Dan does like talking to about stuff. They've kind of bonded about technology,
Oh.
streaming, games.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why doesn't one want to be my friend and talk about Buffy?
Oh.
What could I bond with them about?
What can you talk to a straight man about, Phill?
Not a lot.
No.
This is the struggle I find because here's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I fully fit into the stereotypical gay culture,
Yeah.
and I don't want to go on
You don't want to go into the circuit party
the
hot
circuit.
tub
We talked about this last
with
time.
the Twinks and the Bears.
The Twinks,
Yeah.
the Bears, the circuit party hot tub, the nightclubs, the stuff like that.
Yeah.
But also I don't fit in with kind of the straight guy football.
This is what the Dan and Phil community is about.
Yeah.
It's where all of the miscellaneous others can come together.
The middles.
And if you're sat there and you're watching this and you're like, actually, I'm super normative. I'm just a straight person.
That's fine.
No, it's not. No,
oh.
I'm saying there's something f***ed up about you that you might not have clocked yet. If you're here, unfortunately, you do have a severe personality defect and you just might not have realized it yet. Either you're into something freaky or there's something about your visual appearance you just have not realized yet.
Are you saying they need to put a streak of pink in their hair?
They've already got it and it might be internal. Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
But this is a safe space, so you're welcome.
Yeah.
What skills can we teach Phill to make him feel more capable and confident? You could just go to a carpenting course.
And get some wood in my hands.
Nope, let's pivot.
Build a
electrician, plumbing.
do
Also,
you-
plumbing's now we're gay. We can't talk about that.
Do you trust me to be an electrician?
No, I don't. But
Bzz.
yeah, no, absolutely.
I've already zapped myself on this studio twice. I don't know why this is a bit electrified.
Because your shoes are the most decrepit,
Oh my
flappy
God,
rubber.
my
Sorry, I'm
shoes.
sorry. We're going to expose Phill right now. Phill, can you put your
Okay.
left foot on your right knee? Other way, babe.
This is the-
It's no.
oh, no.
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
Okay,
yeah. His
listen.
eyes don't work, and neither do the cardinal
Listen,
directions.
for anyone listening, my shoes have seen better days.
For anyone listening, the entire bottom of his soul is flapping up.
Can you see the flap? I wore these shoes for Terrible Influence, and they basically fell apart because I wore them too much. But I like them.
We know that we shouldn't throw away clothes and that in this, world where we're trying to be more ecologically conscious, we
Yeah.
should wear things until their lifestyle. Phil, you've worn those shoes out. This is the moment. It is okay to let them
No,
go.
I'm gonna super glue
You
them.
stomped on them super glue.
Yeah.
Phil, you're not allowed to go near super glue.
I'm not gonna
For
put it in my
anyone new
mouth.
to the pod, anyone listening on Apple Music, because they like the color purple, Phil wants 8 glue. Always happy to remind people of the law.
Look, I didn't eat the glue.
You need to stop saying, look, people are listening. Phil
I-
needs to start being like,
Listen.
listen, smell.
I accidentally inhaled the glue. And producer Leila is saying they make shoe glue. So I'm going to glue my shoe.
Is that more or less edible? I don't want him knowing about other types of glue. Stick to Pritt Sticks. You've licked enough. That's why you are the way you are.
Super glue.
Phil's new business
There
endeavor.
we go.
Podcast over.
They have gone slightly pink, though. I feel like they've
No,
developed...
babe, that's the light of the sign.
Babe?
There's a sign here, and you're wearing a silver shoe. Your
Oh,
face
yeah.
is pink. You haven't... Phil's like, guys,
There you go.
I drank all that rosé and I'm pink now.
Oh, my God. Listen.
I can't hear
okay.
anything over the sound of
Out
your
of-
fucking
out of the pink, there is-
magnitude 10 nose.
There's a suspicious stain on that one. I feel like it's from Chicago Airport.
And what happened there?
You don't want to know. But this has been all over the world, this shoe.
Yeah.
All over the world. Think of the microbiome that's on that.
Yeah.
Have you seen the TikToks where they put a little swab on things and then see what bacteria grows?
I'm a big believer in never swabbing or blacklighting anything.
No?
Ignorance is bliss. We got a vacuum that had a light in the end, and the idea was it points a light out of the front of the nozzle and it shows you how much dust is on your floor. And I saw it once and I went, I don't want to know. I
No.
thought the floor was clean.
Absolute-
And it is. It's so clean now because I saw the truth.
The truth.
I saw the truth.
No one needs to go into that much forensic detail about what's on the floor. Also, they sell Hoovers now that have got a little computer in them, and they'll tell you how many dust mites it's eaten.
Get that Eldritch Norwich away from me.
Norwich?
Shut up.
Norwich?
Get Norwich away from me, you disgusting dirt bugs.
Do you remember when we went to Norwich?
No, I forgot it.
We filmed a show called Nightmare.
Yeah, I repressed that trauma.
You sagged so hard on that TV show. Your ass was out.
And thank God you're listening to this right now, people that wake up just to listen to it. Thank God you're not seeing the side of Dan's ass.
Yeah.
I think the number one thing you could do to reclaim your sense of power is learn to drive.
Are you kidding me?
No, you got driving lessons.
Yes.
You passed your driving test, and then you have not gotten in a car once. And I think that taught yourself a dangerous psychological lesson that I can't. And Phill, people that are just so bad are just driving all the time, and you could just be one of them.
Listen.
Phill, what did we say?
I'm allowed to say listen.
Smell.
Taste. Taste this knowledge. I'm going to be real for a minute. I think I have driving anxiety/phobia because I was so stressed during the driving lessons that I would have mild panic attacks whenever I got behind the wheel.
Well, we just saw you fail to identify your left foot. We do not want that happening on a 5-lane.
No.
But for real, extremely real,
Yeah.
if you have whatever this kind of totally, a lot of people have it, slight dyslexia around directions.
Yes.
Giant 3-ton murder tank is not the location for you to be in.
Here's the problem with me.
Can you literally start a sentence without saying, look, or here's the thing, or here's the problem?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's valid.
This is it. When I'm put into a stressful situation
like this,
I get a brain lag, which is like 3 seconds long. So today, for example, we were leaving the house. There was a truck coming towards us.
Oh my God! He has no survival instincts. You know, you say deer in the headlights, rabbit trying to cross the street. Oh wait, rabbit, move, car's coming, and you're f***ing dead.
This is what happened.
Rabbit.
The truck's coming towards me. We're about to cross the road when then Dan goes, oh, Phill, we've got to go back. I've left the phone charger in the house.
Forgot my phone charger.
Dan's going, come back. But I was already in the line of the truck. So rather than just moving back...
Phill could have just stepped back once onto the safety of the street, but Phill was like, I've started walking and now I need to go all the way around the truck. I can't stop. And this truck was going, beep. Beep. I was like, Phill, pass the keys. Phill. And you just looked at me like... It was slow motion movie moment. Like, I've committed to this. And I can't turn back. And you were looking over your shoulder and you just kept going.
I kept going.
For about 10 seconds. And then you did you went around.
I went around the truck.
Crossed the street again. Why?
Because I have the brain lag when I'm in a stressful situation.
The panic-induced,
And so I'm driving on the motorway. It's raining. There's trucks coming this way.
Yep.
You say, we need to take the next junction on the left.
No, Phill,
and then
it's
I'll
the
be
other
like,
one.
what? Oh my God. And then suddenly we're dead.
And then you go, you know what? Over the roundabout.
And do you know what? People die in cars. And I think if you're not confident enough behind the wheel, you shouldn't be behind the wheel.
More people should be like Phill. That's my hot take. I think that more people in the world should go, I shouldn't be behind the wheel.
Yes. And I don't trust myself to do it well enough. And I think I do have like a feedback loop of anxiety where I should probably have tried harder once I'd passed my test to drive a little and put myself out the comfort zone.
So it's a middle ground between reinforcing self-destructive anxieties and accepting that you shouldn't be a menace to society.
Yes. I'm going to wait for self-driving cars. But also, London has public transport. I can get on the tube.
Tube's right there.
I don't need a car right now, but...
Girl, I'm so lazy. I got on the bus to a dentist, which is 300 yards away. So please don't judge me. Is this relatable or am I weird?
Speaking of relatable...
I don't do...
Hey, so, you know, Relatable sent us a load of games.
Sorry, the lava lamp is doing something super phallic. I am so sorry.
Don't do that.
Exotic.
Yes. Get the game. We played Let's Get Deep Friends Edition last time, and...
Questions for couples.
They've sent us the couples edition.
Now with 50 activity cards. I'm scared.
Thank you for sponsoring us and sending us all of these games.
I could have just done this instead of talking about my dentist trauma.
We love you, lads. And people are going to get the real tea on our relationship now with 50 cards for date night.
Because we're not volunteering the information. We're being prompted it.
We are.
Great.
Should we get inside? Ooh, this one has icebreaker, deep, deeper, and activity. Oh.
Let's go down the rabbit hole.
All right, let's start with an icebreaker.
Okay, icebreaker. Oh, are you joking? Would you rather help your partner with the dishes or help with the laundry? Is this just the Attack Dan episode?
Dan still doesn't know how to do the laundry. You've learned a little bit. You're not putting the socks on 80 degrees anymore. And I've taught you about the wonders of scent balls.
Next, what is your favorite way to eat a potato? Well, like anally. What does that mean? Like the way that you cook a potato. That's what that is. I was like, how else do you eat a potato?
With your mouth?
Well, yeah, I understand it now, Phill. Fries. That's the only answer.
Fries is the best
Fries.
one. I love a roast potato with a roast dinner. That's pretty up there.
When they get a roast potato
crispy edges,
crispy
double
and
cooked.
Fluffy.
So they're my 2 S tier ones.
Yeah.
Does a sweet potato count? Sweet potato fries?
Oh, we're going rogue now.
I love that. I don't...
What potatoes can off and die?
I have a texture issue with mashed potato. I'm sorry, especially one with lumps in. If there's a lump in there, I am out of there. I can't do it. And do you know that TikTok that's really famous with the spud people where they like cover them in beans and tuna and sauce? Yeah, can't do it.
No, I don't.
Can't do that.
Okay. Well, the ice is broken and I'm now scared.
Yeah. That's not very sexy talking about a potato.
We're going to get that. Okay, here's
Okay.
here's a deep one. We're getting deep. Here we go, guys. Get ready for the real drama.
Are you ready for Dan and Phill Get Deep?
Yeah.
If you were to brag about your partner to your friends, what would you say? I like this one. Brag about me.
His ability to be loud and start every sentence with, here's the thing, really commands your attention.
You calling me loud? The gaming channel, people have broken their headphones with your screams.
At least you didn't say breaking the sound barrier.
Okay.
Okay, no, for real, I would say Phill is very thoughtful.
Oh.
I don't know if it's altruistic or if it's a weird Mr. Beast kink, but
No,
the
it's
way
not.
that he will gift Labubus to people is quite wholesome. He will think of a nice Christmas present for everybody.
And I remember people's birthdays.
And you remember people's birthdays.
June 11th.
So that he could... oh, you bet. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, Phill. Clap, clap, clap.
When's mine?
Compliment me. January 30th.
Oh, one time I actually said 31st.
Compliment me. Hello.
Dan,
Yes, Phill.
you have a magnificent mullet. I'll be like, do you know this guy? He's got a great mullet.
Who have you said that to?
So many people, you wouldn't even know them.
Who the are you talking to?
People in the streets.
I feel like that wasn't a real one.
Oh, I know.
Phill had his chance and he did not. He literally, 16 years, he can't think of
No,
something.
Dan is very funny and also...
Why do I feel like there's a butt coming?
No, and you are a great holiday planner. Whenever we go on holiday, you do a banging itinerary.
Yeah.
You know-
when we're on tour,
All the best restaurants.
I resent that it is my job to plan every restaurant, every activity.
And I appreciate that.
Book every hotel.
You're great at Google Maps.
Yeah. That's
And-
it. That's my skill.
And you've got a slight woodland creature energy, which I appreciate.
Oh, okay. I'm a squirrel. You're a hog. Cool. And yet, we must go deeper.
Delve.
Phill, imagine I had a long and exhausting day.
Ooh.
How would you help me unwind? Slow your roll. So everybody shut up, okay? Answer this sincerely.
Okay. If Dan's had a really stressful day,
Like today.
I'll say, Dan, tell me about your favorite roller coasters. Or
What's that game you're playing? Do you want to talk to me for 25 minutes about
Yes.
that game you're playing and what you're doing in that game?
what's your favorite class in Elden Ring Night Rain? And why do you like the bird? And then I'll say that to him. And you love having a 10-minute little chat about your interest.
That is so true. I would change the colored lights in the living room to something fun, like a purple.
Yeah.
And I would make you a little bowl of crisps and an icy Ribena.
Oh, I love this.
And I would play some lo-fi, and then I would just leave it there, but I wouldn't interact with you, so that you
Okay.
could just sit down in your sofa crease, and then the crisps and the Ribena would just be there.
And then I can play a game and just chomp down on some crisps.
Yeah, and I would never take credit for it. Or, you'd never acknowledge or thank me, but yeah, it would just be there.
Thank you. I appreciate you. That's nice.
What?
We
How are you going to ruin the only nice moment
No,
we've had?
no, it's a nice thing. Do you know fancy crisps are given? You're not going to spend £3 on some crisps unless they're good. Like the Torres ones sometimes peak.
Yeah.
They do one that is egg flavour. No.
Off. No, yeah. Congratulations, you made an egg-flavored crisp and it's disgusting, you nasty bitches.
But there's a brand called Brett's, which are French, and holy shit, they're
Oh my God.
French fried dipping sauce crisps.
If you're wondering what Phil's extravagances are,
This
other
is
than
it.
buying his friends Labubus, Phill likes to import snacks from other countries.
Yes.
So he will find sodas, cordials and crisps from Europe and be like, oh, look, I found this thing and they've got like chip sauce flavored crisps.
This specific flavor is the best crisp I've ever had.
Fry sauce
Not a
flavored.
spawn. Yeah. I don't even know what fry sauce is.
If we can get the potato chip sponsorship for the podcast, that'd be great.
That's my favorite potato in my mouth. What's next is an activity. I want to read it.
An activity that is deeper than deeper.
Let's find out. What's our date night activity?
I'm scared.
Taking turns, say one word each, tell the story of your first date.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
He's.
Here.
And.
Real.
But.
Not.
Real.
Hair? I just roasted myself with that one. Do we not want to say more about the date?
No, that's it.
Manchester.
That is the Vine version of the first day we met.
It is.
Y'all, that's a wig.
What else we got?
What the fuck?
What?
You complete the sentence and your partner acts it out. Kiss blank, blow blank, lick blank.
What? No! Is that really a card? Guys.
But we did an activity. It was a one-word story game, and we had a great time. So that thank you.
Kiss.
We did one of each.
Kiss elbow, lick elbow, blow elbow.
I've seen a lot of stuff on Pornhub. I have not seen that.
I'm making a new niche.
You have to go on a VPN to see that in the UK.
Yes.
Kiers lord that out.
I know. So if you have a significant other or you get freaky with your friends, you can
not both?
play Let's Get Deep for couples.
Oh.
Thanks for sending it to us. You can click the link below if you want to grab it. I'll put the friends edition there as well if you just want to do it with your mates.
Thank you, and also where I'm expecting an apology for reading that card.
Ooh, what's the sexiest thing about me?
We're done.
Okay.
We're done with the game. Hard pivot to Richard. Quickly.
Richard.
I'm going to need a speedy Richard to cleanse my mind after that filth.
Cleanse me, Richard. Bonk. If you're new to Hard Launch,
And
Richard
haven't been turned off by the last whatever.
is our conversation topic generator when things get a little bit out of hand.
Emergency topic ball dispenser.
Spin him. Oh, a hefty turn.
Not a red one yet. This is a tiny scrumpled piece of paper.
It's a scrumply one.
What in the nub? It's just a piece of paper that says, children.
What? What? Children? Richard, you're not on your best form today.
Is Richard preggers?
I don't know.
Are you boyvulating?
He's boyvulating. If you want to actually fill some questions for Richard, we've got a thing on Patreon where
If you want to put better things in our balls than the word children,
Yes.
go to patreon.com/Dan and Phill. You don't have to join. Free members, sign up, leave a comment.
do it.
We do live streams. It's great.
It's fun. Children.
Nah. I will say right now,
Yeah.
I don't feel like I want them. I'm not ready for that. Let me finish building a fish tank or have a dog successfully once. So
Yes.
ask me this question in 15 years.
But do you feel the maternal-paternal urge to procreate and redistribute your life?
No, I've still got so much more of a selfish agenda I need to achieve before
Okay.
that's even on my radar. I will say something spicy for the
What?
pod, because that's what we should be doing right now.
Spicy.
Red flag alert. When someone said they hate kids, is that weird?
I mean, hating kids is a bit weird.
Yeah.
I mean,
Kids are loud, smelly, dirty, strange, and stuff.
Yeah.
Babies, they cry on planes. Is
They
it
do.
annoying? Yes. Get over it. Yes.
the thing is, we've all been a kid, and if you hate kids, you wouldn't be existing yourself.
Also, kids are the only people that aren't horrible adults in the world.
Yeah, they're
So,
innocent.
They're just innocent
just
men.
normal men.
They're just normal men.
I agree. Like, children can be annoying, valid criticisms all around, but saying you hate children is a bit weird.
Saying you hate anything
And
is maybe just a bit spicy.
Being an uncle,
Apart from Nigel Farage.
I'm an uncle, and it's fun. Like, that's probably...
Funkle.
I'm a funkle.
Gunkle, not a hunkle.
I have the best life of getting to hang out and playing games, and also being
This
like...
is coming back to my Phill is not an altruistic gifter theory.
What?
Phill wants all the praise of being the fun uncle with
No!
none of the responsibility or hardship.
I like to do a jigsaw and play a game. You never play Scrabble with me. My niece does.
I hate Scrabble.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where am I going to get that from otherwise?
I hate things. Do you know what I hate? I don't hate kids. I hate Scrabble.
Yes.
Let's have some hard launches from the listeners of this pod, because
Yes.
just when we want to be saved from continuing noises that come out of our mouth, this is when you experience the power of hard launching, if you want to have the nerve of Phill Lester, you need to get that thing off your chest.
Get it off.
My name is Sarah.
Hi.
I'm
Hi.
from Australia, Victoria, Melbourne, if you will.
Sure.
I'm hard launching pissing in the shower. It is
No.
fabulous. It is the best experience ever. Okay? There are two
Sarah!
types of people in the world: people that piss in the shower and people that are liars. Everyone, pee in your showers now. Full
Fabulous.
serious. I'm not even taking the piss.
We came so far.
We got
tried
so
so hard.
far without saying piss.
But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Sarah, what have you done? We've spread our gospel of piss far and wide. Now people are sending in piss notifications. We might as well call this hard piss.
How did we do such a good job and then you f***ed it up right at the
Right.
last second? But we're here now.
Pissing
the
in the
inevitability
shower.
of death, pissing in the shower. It's good for the environment.
It saves the environment, apparently.
Yep, Phil's saying apparently like he doesn't enjoy a hot stream every morning.
No, a hot stream.
Yeah, that's what you do when the builders come in. You just let one loose.
No, I don't.
No?
I don't piss in the shower. The toilet is.
Oh, we're doing judging. Phil, you're wasting all that flush. Cancel Phil.
Look.
Cancel. Yes.
The toilet is right-
Look. Feel, Phil. Feel the piss.
The Phill pisses in
No,
the shower.
they don't.
Faye. Look. The toilet is right next to the shower.
Welcome to the hard launch drinking game. Every time Phil says a sentence before speaking, do a full shot of tequila and you will f***ing die.
What can I say, Dan?
One episode.
What can I say?
Play the montage of me saying, what can I say on this pod?
Oh my god.
Bitch.
Do you piss in the shower every day? Every morning?
Not every morning, but I have a couple times.
Have you?
Yeah, it's fine. Why not? Next.
What's up, fam? My name is Taylor.
Hey.
I'm from
Hi.
Philadelphia, and I am a veteran fanny clocking in 13 years of service.
Oh,
I
whoa.
love
You're
y'all
entitled to
down.
compensation.
Today, I am hard launching my ageism. Yes, I fucking hate old people, specifically old people driving, making me late to work. I just feel like if you can't see your newspaper 2 inches in front of your face, then you should not be in front of me on the freeway. And you should also have your license revoked. Literally a safety hazard.
I think that's.
Spitting facts.
I feel like beyond the age of 85, it's kind of risky to have someone behind a wheel. Like my granddad was driving age 93, and I was like,
No.
this feels like too old.
Absolutely not.
And we had to be like, Granddad,
Is it ageism if you're making a valid point about the safety of other members of society?
Phill Lester and 95-year-olds should not be on the motorway. I agree.
And they also have the same hair.
I'm not co-signing the full ageism, though, because I like old people. I think my grandma was my best friend. She was amazing.
Do you go on joyrides together?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Grandma Theft Auto.
Next.
My name is Gabrielle,
Hi.
Hi.
and I am taking this moment to hard launch asking my partner to marry me. My partner and I have
What?
been together for over 11 years, and we've been watching Dan and Phil videos
I'm so
since
sorry.
I think before that.
Oh!
So I think it's lame, but also on brand. So yeah.
Oh my gosh. Will you marry Gabrielle?
You gotta do it now.
gotta do it.
You've been in this. Phil, I think we're matchmakers.
We are. Look at this.
Give me some skin, brother. Yeah. Let's bump ring fingers as a sign. Phil, that's your little finger. Never mind.
I don't know what people do with their
Phil,
fingers.
show me your index finger.
What's that? I
Phil,
don't know.
show me your middle finger. Oh, that came out fast. Funny, isn't it? Real funny
Who names the fingers? What the is an index? Oh, I'm just going to get my index out.
for the lads.
Yeah. Show me that index finger.
Anyway, about your beautiful proposal.
That was great.
You've got to say yes now. Thank you for watching all these years. It's been a horrible, disgusting podcast episode, and you saved it.
Yes. Leila has told us that there's another fully disgusting one that we cannot play on the YouTube
I think
version.
some of you people are testing what the limits of censorship
Yes.
are. You know that there's certain messages we can't play on YouTube, which is why we made a Patreon to post these uncensored podcast
or
episodes.
Spotify even. Anywhere people are listening. So if you go to patreon.com/Dan and Phil
We'll do more yapping.
and listen to your filth submissions.
I'm scared.
Well, there we go. Another week.
We succeeded the piss challenge.
We
I outed
did.
myself as a liar.
Sarah
and
failed the piss challenge.
you love to look.
I've learned something about how I speak, and it's disturbing me if I say look before everything I say.
And the moral of the story is bullying works. So thank you all for your time. Stay hard.